Okay, so I am in the Nike headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, and we're gonna see some of Nike's top products. So if you'll follow me, we're gonna go check it out. Over the past few years, Nike has been working on maximizing their profits through their most two popular products, clothing and shoes. Business mathematicians have come to conclusions on how the company will make the most profit and make the most amount of product. For Nike's clothing brand, they must make at least 150,000, but no more than 500,000 articles of clothing in 1 week cycle. Now that's a lot of sportswear. This can be represented by the constraint. 150,000 is less than or equal to clothing, which is less than or equal to 500,000. And so, also for their sports shoes, can be modeled by 25,000 is less than or equal to shoes, which is less than or equal to 150,000. All successful world-scale businesses work to make as many products as they can, but without the giant expense of manufacturing. And Nike is no exception. So you might be wondering how a huge company like Nike is going to make all of these shoes and your favorite Nike products. Well, business strategists have figured out that it takes $15 to make an article of clothing and $30 for a pair of shoes. But they must keep the cost under $9 million. We can represent this as 15C plus 30S is less than or equal to 9 million. Okay, so we are now in Nike headquarters. This is where all the magic happens and where they make all of your favorite Nike products. We have been given the pleasure of meeting the man that started it all, Phil Knight. How do you do, Phil? Very good. How are you? So, Phil, how long have you been doing this? Man, I have been doing this for 50 years. Since 1964, in fact, when my track coach, Bill Bowerman and I, we originally began selling the first Nike shoes out of the back of my car. Until we got the business going, of course. Wow, you've come a long way since then. It sure has. Does Nike have a mission statement? Yes. And we take this mission statement to heart. That we want to bring innovation and inspiration to all athletes. Now, if you have a body, you are an athlete. And we believe that this is a mission statement that involves everybody. It's not just for those 40 people that would buy our goods. It's for everyone who can buy our products. It's because that's the kind of company that we are. So tell me, Phil, why do you always partner with these big athletes? We partner with these athletes because we believe that people need a hero to look up to. And so, we always pick these athletes with huge personalities, and the people love them. And so, it gives someone the people to look up to. That has always been good. Sometimes it really has hurt the company when endorsements haven't worked out, and it's just eventually we just need to find other athletes sometimes to fit our needs more. Man, Phil, it just seems like Nike has a little bit of everything. What are some of the top selling Nike products? Well, we sell swimsuits and surfing equipment and bags, hats, jerseys for other sports teams, and so many other equipment. And one of our popular ones is definitely our jerseys and our hats and bags. Wow, it seems like Nike has a little bit of everything. What else do you do? Well, we do many things, but one of the things that I'm most proud of is that we support our local schools and universities. Like some of the universities that we support are LSU, Florida State, Alabama, Oregon, Michigan State, Stanford, Georgia, USC, Arizona State, and Washington. And what we do is we give them to these schools, and we're able to support them, and they're able to show off our new models, and we can just say, wow, look at those shoes that we got. They're from Nike, you should go buy some. It's a great marketing tool. Won't you join me in my office? I've been doing some research and I found that it takes $19 to make a single article of sportswear and $40 to make a pair of shoes. Do you have any solutions to make this cheaper to manufacture these products? Well, as you see, in America it takes a lot more money to manufacture our products, and so we're trying to spread our business to other parts of the globe where it's cheaper to manufacture and so we can make more products. Wow, and since you've been around for such a long time, I imagine you have some workers that have been... Oh yes, in fact, for every time we sell an article of clothing, we pay our employees $2. And every time we sell a pair of shoes, we give them $9. But our budget has to be within 1.8 million. So, you could model this as 2C plus 9S is less than or equal to 1.8 million. Wow, I bet that makes them happy. Oh yes. But in order to pay our employees, we must sell our product. And nothing is better than advertising to sell your product. It costs $2 for every article of clothing and $1 for every pair of shoes to make our commercials. But our budget is $375,000. You can represent that as 2C plus S is less than or equal to $375,000. Yes! Exactly! I get it now. Thank you so much, Mr. Knight, for all the time that you have given me today. But I have, one more question. Yes? Do you know a certain Mr. Turnus? Of course I know Mr. Turnus. He's one of our biggest clients. Oh, and before you go, I have a little present for you. It's a Nike basketball. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Knight. When you're outside, press the button on the ball. Okay. Now that we have all the constraints, we can find our solution by graphing, and we can find a feasible region. And this feasible region has 3 points. It is in the shape of a triangle. And now I was crunching some numbers here, and I found that there are 3 points. The 3 points are 150,000, 25,000 for the first point, 175,000, 25,000, and finally, 150,000, 75,000. And here, if you put it into a graph, this is what it looks like. I've been doing some calculations. If we plot and plug in our points into our objective function, we get that the maximum here is 61,875,825,000 from the point 150,000 and 75,000. So that tells us that Nike has to make 150,000 articles of clothing and 75,000 pairs of shoes to make the most profit. Hey, where'd my basketball go? Oh boy. How did I get my ball back?